Hi there folks, my name is NovaWrap and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So welcome to another exciting episode on Sunday the 10th of March 2019, and we're going to jump into what is actually a very short release week this week. Lots of news stories, but not a lot of actual releases hitting the way onto the simulation shop shelves. So we're going to jump straight into it with some releases from the guys over at Aerosoft, with they're continuing to bring content over to the X-Plane 11 platform, with one that is, I find it rather interesting. The story behind it's kind of cool. So this is Berlin-Brandenburg Airport. Now, if Berlin-Brandenburg Airport is an airport you're not familiar with, that is because it doesn't actually exist yet. Well, it exists in part. So, TLDR on the story of this: the Berlin-Brandenburg Airport was a concept back in the 1980s, so 1980s, 1990s, to actually, once Germany reunified, to actually be able to get one airport to service all of the greater Berlin area, which would involve shutting down all the other airports in the surrounding area. Which involves shutting down Tegel, Tempelhof, and Berlin-Schönefeld, which is Berlin at the moment. And it would be built on the site of Berlin-Schönefeld Airport. So Tempelhof's already gone, Tegel's still going along strongly, and Schönefeld is still one of the busiest airports in Europe. And this Berlin-Brandenburg Airport has been stuck in some sort of like construction hell and legal quagmire hell for about the last 30 years. So this configuration of this airport release is how it would appear if it were actually finished, according to the plans as they currently stand, subject to change. The ground layout as it would appear at the end of 2018. Or you have the option to switch back to how it currently looks at the end of 2018, as in its current guise as Berlin-Schönefeld. So you've got a couple of options here. It's an interesting mix of what is and what if. Kind of cool, kind of interesting. Standard sort of usual content sort of applies. So highly detailed rendition of theoretical rendition of what Berlin-Brandenburg International will look like. Otherwise, does include Schönefeld as it appears at the end of 2018. Both the configurations give you full animated jetways, custom 3D buildings, including high-definition textures to use throughout, realistic 3D grass and vegetation, high-resolution day and night textures for all of the area, as well as extensive coverage of over 100 square kilometers of the surrounding area in high-res photo real as well. Also, ships being fully compatible with AI traffic and World Traffic 3 as well. So you can get this little what is and what if bundle for your X-Plane 11 enjoyment, X-Plane 11 exclusive enjoyment, for $30 or the original equivalent, available now direct from Aerosoft or from your favorite flight sim retailer, available now. Moving from one of the newer platforms into one of the older platforms for the flight simulation world, the guys over at Just Flight have released their Piper PA28181 Archer 3 add-on, which has been out for a number of years. They've now moved that and released that onto the Steam platform. So for F6 Steam users, if you were waiting for it to buy it directly through Steam, then you can do so now. It's at a very tiny discount. I think you save about $5. You save $5 of buying it on Steam than you do for buying it direct from Just Flight, from any other flight sim retailers. Look, as I always say with the Flight Sim Steam Edition, Flight Sim X Steam Edition exclusive releases, but a bit of buyer beware. It is the exact same content. There is no difference between the F6 Steam Edition 1 and the version that's been released by Just Flight on their web store for as I said, about a year now. And the only difference is the fact that if you buy the one from the web store, then from Just Flight or from anybody else, then you can use it. Not only can you use it on FSX Steam Edition, you can also use it on prepared in all its glorious various different formats as well. So if you are thinking, I know you might be an FSX Steam Edition player, I guess I still am as well. But if you are thinking that maybe you want to tow your waters into the prepared world, it might be better to actually purchase one away from Steam. But if you are determined to only live with Steam, then you can pick this one up for, as I said, about $5 cheaper than picking it up directly online. So available now on Steam. Continuing on with Steam re-releases for content available elsewhere. DCS, to speak of the devil, they've released their Christen Eagle II over onto their Steam Edition version of their platform. Again, not going to go into this too much detail because it's actually a really, really nice model. Talking to Belgio, who's got it, he absolutely loves it, and it looks absolutely spectacular. And plus, I have a soft spot for the aircraft anyway. But this is one thing I don't. One of the things that bugs me about DCS is the fact that the Steam Edition branch is always so far behind the release curve when compared to the non-Steam branch, for the actual downloaded branch. Again, not really going to go into this one too much detail. It's pretty much the same price. So it's about $30 or your original equivalent, and it's the same price as getting it directly from the DCS World store. And the difference is that, you know, one you can use in the non-Steam version of DCS, the other one you're tied to the Steam edition of DCS. So it really boils down to which version do you use. So I'm going to leave that one on. But if you are a pilot in the Steam edition, you can grab this one now, pick it up from the Steam store for $30 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. Alright, moving out of the flight simulation world and moving into the permanent way with two releases from the Train Simulator world this week. So the first one we saw was the release for Train Simulator 2019. We saw the release of the Hudson line, New York to Croton-Harmon route add-on. So this one includes a whole heap of new track to be included for you to explore in the greater New York area. You get 20 stations and over 60 route miles, as well as a wide range of operations of various trains for yourself to operate, and some AI traffic in there as well. With this, you also get included a series of career scenarios. You get 7 career scenarios included in here, which cover you across for both passenger and for freight operations, are also all covered by this as well. Now, included with this, you also do get a couple of different trains with this one as well. Actually, more than you normally get. Actually, you get 2 passenger trains, and you get a passenger train, a couple of different rolling stocks, and you also get a freight locomotive as well. You get the Metro North M7A EMU, you get the Amtrak P32AC, and your Metro North P32AC in terms of rolling stock for your passenger operations, and you get the CSX SD40-2 and 3GS21B freight locomotives for your freight operations, with some various other rolling stock as well. So quite a bit of bundle in here. One thing that I always must say that when it comes to the Train Simulator guys is that when they do these route add-ons, they really do put a fair bit of stuff into their add-ons. They really do. So you don't get sort of like one thing or two things. You get a whole stack of stuff, and this is definitely no exception for this one. And all these trains include authentic cockpits. I think we've had this debate on this show multiple times. It's like, are they cockpits or something else? Anyway, as I said, they are still also fully quick drive compatible and fully compatible with Steam Workshop scenarios as well. Now, if you wanted to pick this one up and add this one to your Train Simulator collection, you're looking at coming in. Normal retail price is $40 coming in at a launch special for a week for $32 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. In the other release for the Train Simulator world this week, we saw a scenario pack come out for the North Wales coastal routes. So this gives you a whole slew of scenarios to be able to add in to expand your UK driving, your UK training skills. So 10 career scenarios are included with this one, which cover off, so all set during the mid to late 1990s, with the final period of British Rail, when it was known as British Rail, before all rail operations in the United Kingdom became fully privatised. So a bit of a nostalgia journey, I'm sure, for many people there. Now, as usual with all these scenario packs, you are looking at coming through with you are needing quite a few different add-ons to be able to make full use, to be able to use all elements of the 10 scenarios. Now, these include obviously the fundamental one will be the North Wales coastal route. You'll need that, but you also need various different train add-ons. So make sure you have a look at that before. It's a bit of buyer beware before you buy, if you want to make sure that you do want to get those as well. But if you do want to add this one to your train scenarios, you are looking at paying $10 or your regional equivalent, available now on Steam. And with that, we do actually round out the new releases for this week. As I said, a very short, sharp, and brief NovaWrap for this week, so thank you very much for tuning me in. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.